What's up, guys? Here we are again talking about some more pads. I hope you're learning something through the other videos. I hope you've gone through some of the other key videos. Although, yes, it's an entirely different instrument. I know there's a lot of great stuff over there that's going to help you here. And I think this may be a video that is going to help both the pads and keys players, and really, hopefully, even some of the rest of the team. What I want to talk about is the simplicity of just building chords. Now, there's two methods you can do this. One, just go get you a chord chart that's big and bodacious and shows all the 900,000 different chords you could do and memorize that bad boy. I don't like that option. I don't like that option at all. Whenever I was probably 14, 15, just kind of beating around a keyboard a little bit, my dad actually went and bought me one of those charts. Big poster, hung it on the wall, and he thought he was giving me an opportunity to memorize most of your major chords. But what he didn't know was on the keyboard that actually completely changed the way I play was every part of every different type of chord had a formula beside it. And that's why I want to challenge you guys is we're going to link in the description a chart that kind of shows what I'm talking about in these formulas. And I challenge you, go look at those, and as you're looking at chords, even if you know chords, begin to look at them and start understanding that formula, because I really think it'll help you from the perspective of if you come in a week and we've changed a chord or gone to something weird and you've got to all of a sudden develop a chord that's not one that you've memorized, knowing these formulas will really help you. So I'm just going to kind of hit through 5 or 6 of the more important ones that I feel like we use the most often, and then again, look at that chart, play with it, and you'll be able to see kind of how they fit. One is just your normal major chord. Now I'm going to stay in C here. This kind of goes back to some of your Nashville number system. But one thing I want to make sure I point out is when you're talking about a chord formula, these numbers are related to that chord. We're not talking about being in a certain part of the scale. So although the chord of G is the 5 of our Nashville number system scale, when you're trying to develop the G chord, remember your G is your 1 of that chord. So it kind of goes back to that first video talking about the root of your chord versus the root of your scale. So are we talking about just specifically a chord here, not our whole scale? So we're in C, you're going to make a C major. It's going to be a 1, 3, 5. So it's that simple. If you want to make a C minor, only difference is you're going to take that 3 and you're going to actually flat it. You're going to move it down half a step. So a minor formula is 1, 3 flat, 5. So there's your C minor. If you need to make a minor 7th, you make that same minor, 1, 3 flat, 5, and then you're going to add a 7 flat. So our 7 in C is the B, but you're going to flat it, and you have made a C minor 7th. Sometimes you'll see like a C sus or a C sus 4. That does not stand for sustained. You have a sustained pedal on the floor that holds your chord out, or your guitar player might hit a chord and let it hang out. That's sustained. This is a suspended chord. So a sus 4 or suspended is going to be a 1, 4, 5. So you hear a little bit difference between your major C, your 1, 3, 5. Go to the suspended, it's just a 1, 4, 5. And sometimes you might see a suspended 2. Same concept, a 1, 2, 5. So each of those has this different place. We can talk way more in depth on why different ones work where, but that's kind of the basics of a chord formula. I challenge you to get that link, look at it, start understanding how to develop chords. It'll come a long way in helping you as opposed to trying to just memorize every single chord that exists out there.